Welcome back to TravelFacts. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some of the most challenging and dangerous airport landings on the planet. These are the places where pilots must perform at the absolute peak of their abilities, battling treacherous terrain, extreme weather, and runways that leave zero room for error. Fasten your seatbelts, because this is going to be a turbulent ride. First up, let's head to the Caribbean and Princess Juliana International Airport in St. Martin. You've probably seen the pictures. This is where massive jets fly just a few meters above Maho Beach, a public beach packed with thrill-seeking tourists. While it makes for a spectacular photo, it's an incredibly demanding approach for pilots. They have to nail the altitude and speed perfectly to avoid both the beachgoers and the fence at the start of the runway. One wrong move and it could be a disaster. Next, we journey to the majestic Himalayas, to Lukla Airport in Nepal. This is the gateway for trekkers heading to Mount Everest, and it's not for the faint of heart. The runway is incredibly short, just over 500 meters long, and it's sloped upwards to help planes slow down. At an altitude of nearly 2,800 meters, the thin air affects engine performance, and the entire airport is surrounded by towering Himalayan peaks. There's no room for a go-around here. Once a pilot commits to landing, they have to stick it. From the mountains, we travel to the sea, to Madeira Airport in Portugal. What makes this one so legendary? Well, for starters, the runway is built on a series of concrete pillars extending over the Atlantic Ocean. But the real challenge here is the weather. Pilots have to contend with ferocious crosswinds whipping off the ocean and swirling around the nearby cliffs. The approach requires a sharp, last-minute turn to line up with the runway, a maneuver that tests the skills of even the most experienced aviators. Let's fly back to the Alps, to Courchevel-Altiport in France. This airport, nestled in a famous ski resort, looks like something out of a movie. It features a very short, steeply sloped runway with a gradient of over 18%. There are no lights and no instrument landing systems, meaning pilots rely entirely on visual cues. And just like Lukla, there is no go-around procedure. Once you start your descent, you are committed. Only specially mountain-certified pilots are allowed to even attempt a landing here. Our next stop is Paro Airport in Bhutan, often cited as the most dangerous airport in the world. Surrounded by Himalayan peaks reaching over 5,500 meters, getting here is a true feat of aviation. Only a very small, elite group of pilots are certified to land at Paro. The approach involves navigating a winding valley, flying manually between mountains, and making sharp, banking turns with just seconds to spare before touchdown. It's a purely visual approach that demands incredible precision and nerve. Now, let's touch down in South America at Toncontin International Airport in Honduras. Located in a valley surrounded by mountains, this airport is known for its short runway and a notoriously difficult approach. Pilots must execute a sharp 45-degree turn just moments before landing to avoid the mountainous terrain. This tricky maneuver, combined with the high altitude and often windy conditions, makes every landing a high-stakes operation. Heading back to Europe, we visit Gibraltar International Airport. What's unique about this one? The runway literally crosses a major four-lane road, Winston Churchill Avenue, which connects Gibraltar with mainland Spain. Every time a plane lands or takes off, traffic has to be stopped with barriers, just like a railway crossing. Add to that the powerful crosswinds from the Rock of Gibraltar and the Mediterranean Sea, and you have one of the most unusual and challenging landings in the world. For our next location, we're going to the most remote place on Earth, Antarctica. The ice runway at McMurdo Station is exactly what it sounds like, a runway carved out of sheer ice and snow. There's no asphalt, no lights, just a vast, white expanse. Pilots land massive cargo planes here in some of the most extreme weather conditions on the planet, with the risk of the plane's weight causing the ice to crack. There are absolutely no second chances here. Let's visit another Caribbean gem, Juancho y Erasquin Airport on the island of Saba. This airport holds the record for having the shortest commercial runway in the world, a mere 400 meters long. That's just a little longer than an aircraft carrier's deck. The runway is flanked by high cliffs on one side and drops into the sea at both ends. Only small, specialized aircraft can land here, and pilots need exceptional skill to stop in time. Finally, we have to give an honorable mention to a legendary airport that is now closed, Kai Tak Airport in Hong Kong. For decades, it was famous for its heart-stopping checkerboard approach. Pilots had to fly incredibly low over the dense, skyscraper-filled Kowloon City, aim for a giant red and white checkerboard painted on a hillside, and then execute a dramatic, last-second 47-degree right turn to line up with the runway. It was an unforgettable spectacle and a true test of a pilot's mettle. So there you have it, 10 of the most dangerous and demanding airport landings in the world. It really makes you appreciate the incredible skill and composure of the pilots who navigate these challenging approaches every day. Which of these airports would you be brave enough to fly into? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel facts every week.